We'll wait for 2 minutes. In the meanwhile, some of our other of our friends while they join. So we'll wait for 2 minutes, and then at now it's 6:01. So at maybe 6:03, sir can I request sir if you can start at 6:03. In the meanwhile, if you students have any questions, you can ask. I think for 2 minutes we have time. If you have any questions, you can ask. And I request, like, if you know that some of your friends who join regularly but have been unable to join, then you can inform them in that case. And yes, I wanted to know, is there any class going on for NIT students? Who is there from NIT here? Niladri is there. Mayuk is there. Yeah.
Class is going on.
Okay, class is going on. Huh? Okay, till what time classes will go on? Can you please tell?
No, now not means class is going on during the daytime.
Okay, okay. No, currently during now, currently like 6 o'clock. Is there any class going on?
No, no,
Okay, okay, okay. Not for any of the branches, right, Niladri?
no.
Okay, okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, so you have some more time. If you want to ask any questions, you can ask sir some questions if you like.
Indranil, can you just say how's the voice now? I am using two different devices.
Yeah, it's perfect, sir. Voice is very clear.
Okay. So before we begin, I think in last session, someone asked question. I think it was Shruti or someone. I'm not sure about the that what we are going to do with if I come to know about the purpose and if I come to know that nothing here has come by chance. So I could not give the second part of the answer, which was imagine a person, he's been gifted with a aeroplane, and he doesn't know what a aeroplane is. He's a simple person. You can consider from from a backward area, undeveloped area. So he's having no exposure to technology at all. And all of a sudden, what you do, you go to his village, and then you say you have won a jackpot, and here is your gift. And what is that? That this brand new aeroplane belongs to you. But the guy doesn't know what aeroplane is, what he's going to do with it. So what he does, he shows out his aeroplane to his whole villager friends and says, see, I have got a one new sort of bullock cart. And what he does is he puts few bullock, some oxen in front of the aeroplane, and he uses the plane as a cart. So what we'll be saying that person is, we'll think he's gone crazy. Maybe he's underutilizing the thing what he has got. So similarly, when we remain in ignorance about the creator of this universe, about the purpose of our lives, what we do with ourselves is we underutilize the potential which is given to us. Plus, we break the rules. Like if someone doesn't know that there is a government and he doesn't know that I should be keeping to the left while driving, he will think, oh, anyways, there's a road. Anyways, I have to travel. So let me travel this way, that way. How does it matter? But when he'll be caught by the police, the traffic man is not going to excuse him. As it said, ignorance is no excuse. Just because I don't know, अरे sir मालूम नहीं था मुझे कि I have to drive on the left. He is not going to spare me from the fine. Similarly, when we are ignorant about the purpose, why this universe is there, what are the laws, how I should behave, how I should not behave, forget about others get in trouble from me. I am putting myself in trouble. I am when we break the laws of state, of government, what happens? I become a criminal. As soon as I break a law, I become a criminal. Similarly, as soon as I break universal laws, I am inviting bad things for myself. You have heard about law of karma. We'll be taking this in our future sessions. So this was what I was thinking of sharing, but last time the time was short. So hope if you had this question, and even I forgot who was having, you are, if the answer relates with you, you can use the chat box to inform me. And we'll be beginning with our today's session in a moment. Okay, so here we go. Before beginning, let's have a question. This thing we have already saw in our previous slides. Like, this is what our present day technology is. We people say, we hear in newspapers and other places, we are at the apex of human civilization, we are developing like anything, we have touched the moon, this, that, so many things. So yes, we have achieved a lot which no human has ever imagined in the past, but still looks like there is something which we are missing in our daily lives. So at this point, what is that missing thing? There is a small question for you all. So the question is on your screen now. I think I have launched the poll, and now you have to vote it. Which among these things is increasing day by day? What do you feel? It's increasing. Okay, I've got 3-4 responses. I'm waiting for others to respond. There is a question on your screen, and you have to tell me what, according to you, is increasing day by day. What about others? Still a few left. Okay. I think someone feels there are two of them. Okay, almost all of you have voted. 1 or 2 are left. We'll close the poll here. So maximum of you have gone with the mental health problems, the fourth option. And so the question is, what is increasing day by day? And many of you are saying crime and mental health problems. Actually, there should be 2 options. I could not put it in place. Crime is also increasing, but more than that, which we already know, that WHO has already given a warning that this mental health problem will become the #1 cause of death after 2020, and that's what we are seeing. So if we are advancing, then what about these health problems or other issues like corruption or crime? Why that is happening? This is all predicted because last time we mentioned about Shabd Brahman, getting information from the scriptures. So if this is the problem which we are having with us, with our society, our living place, then is scriptures mentioning something about it? Is there any mention of it in the scriptures? What is their idea? Is there any description about our condition, and is there a solution on top of it? So this particular verse we have extracted from Srimad Bhagavad Puran. If you know about it, it goes like Prayana alpayushah sabhya khalau asmin yuge janaha manda sumanda matayo manda bhagyahi upadhritaha. So many things are there, so many Sanskrit, so many meaning. We'll pick a few. Alpa ayu, prayana alpa ayusha sabhya. In Kali Yuga, this particular verse is from 12th canto, where it describes the future characteristics of a Kali Yuga man. We are living in this age of Kali. You might be knowing it's at the Iron Age, and among other things, one of the thing is that we are alpa ayu. We are not living as much as our forefathers were living, and there are various reasons about it. But first thing is that we are short-lived. Our lifespan is less, and there are reasons also, like in my family, we have a big joint family from village. So there are chacha tau, and then there is my grandfathers are like 5 brothers. So each one is having his own, like, so all the grandfathers, they lived around, they touched 85, 80, 85, they crossed it. And their fathers, they even crossed 90s. One of my grandmother, she left her body when she was 91 or 92 plus. But nowadays, people generally don't live that much, especially if with present pandemic time, we even if we exclude this, अगर accident या heart attack नहीं आए, still we are maximum stretching it to 60 or 70. So it's alp ayu. And if you search it on Google, you know, very interesting graph you will see. You will see the graph like this. They will claim, no, in our ancestors, their average lifespan was less, and we are increasing on the plot. But problem is they don't consider a very important factor in this. And what is that? It's abortion. Previously, there were no abortions. No child was killed in the womb. But now, if I only talk of India, the amount of teenage pregnancy is enormous, gigantic in India. So a lot of people, a lot of children are killed before they took birth only. So if we take that data into our consideration, many of them are they live for few days or few months. They are killed within only. So it's alpayu. It's correctly said in scriptures. And whoever makes out of the womb, they are also not a very long lived. And reason is because not because of insufficient food, because of two things. First is our habits are so very much irregular. You have heard about night outs. I know first years means they should be knowing about it. I don't know, you don't have hostel experience so far in colleges. So or maybe some of you at boarding schools you might have gone through it. Night out means they'll be like full night log jagenge उल्लुओं की तरह. I personally did it, and not for studies, for silly things. When we were in first year, we were like, because अब नया नया college मिला है, तो जोश है, तो क्या करेंगे? Craziest of all things we used to try. So night 1 a.m. and we are in the football ground playing football. And अब रात में इतना खेलेंगे, so obvious it is that we are going to get hungry. So nearby there were some jhopadis. Night time only they'll keep open for such night owls like us. And the whole team, like from my hostel, there were around 30 or 35 of us. The whole bunch will go. They'll sit there, and some will drink tea, some will do some other not unmentionable things, and then they'll come back. They'll sleep by 3 or 4 a.m., the time at which we are supposed to get up. So this is irregular habits, and it continues in job life also, not only in college. And then there is artificial living standards. Like once you go in MNC, you are full day in office, and office means AC will be there. And there was a study, and I was shocked. They did a study on males and females who are working in a closed environment with ACs, and the results were shocking. It was having severe health hazardous effects on the health of both males and females. So this you can get on internet, but just few things which are going with us, how we are alpayu, and how scripture has already pointed out that, sir, this is what your problem going to be. So few of the words which I expected out from this verse is, one is kalau. Kalau means in this age of Kali, kalau asmin. So this is the age of Kali, age of quarrel. Kalau comes from the word kalaha, and kala means fighting. So this is kala. And at this point, there is one more question for you all. I hope you have been to local railway stations. Like abhi to Durgapur wale hain, so means in and around Durgapur. So Howrah is a very popular station. So here is a question for you. When we are on Howrah station on a Monday morning, what type of scene you see on the station? Railway station पे कैसा scene लगता है? Which one of the 4 options you feel कि हाँ भाई ऐसा लगता है? You are on Howrah railway station. It's Monday morning. It's very busy. People are going for their offices. And which one of the options you think that suits best to describe the position of that atmosphere? Okay. I'm waiting for some more. Some are still left. Few of you who have not yet answered, you can go ahead and answer that question so that we can see what are your thoughts. Okay, so we'll end it here. Already 1 minute over. Most of you have voted with this last thing. Oh hell, it's chaotic and tense, and that's what my feeling was when I went to the station. Like many a times we were going there, but especially on a Monday morning, it looks like people are pounding upon each other. Oh, भाग रहे हैं इधर से भाग रहे हैं उधर से भाग रहे हैं, and then rushing, and their announcement, they're waiting for announcement like jet set go. कब एक दो तीन बोलेंगे and they'll run. And when they run, they don't care who is there in the way. Some old man they are pushing, some old vendor is there, some lady is there, a child is there, everyone is running here, there, shouting, screaming, this, that. And it looks like, Are, we are supposed to be peaceful. What is happening here? Something wrong? Some bomb or something is announced or what? So this just a hint that what type of age we are in. And then quarrel, I need not mention. I was reading one report. It was interview of Delhi police officers. And when police gets interviewed, that's quite a scene. So the reporter asked that, sir, what's your experience? And the policemen, they were saying, the inspector was saying, कि भाई हम तो है ना फ्रस्ट्रेट हो गए हैं नौकरी करते करते, we are just fed up. बोले why? You are not getting the pay properly, or the government is not taking? No. We are fed up with the public. What the people did that you are so in down situation, down spirits. So police wala bola that, अरे भाई, and on such silly things people fight nowadays. And he was giving the cases. One case was there a young man around 22, he was about to get married. Next day is his marriage, today he is giving party. So his friend said, bhai ye wala gana chala de DJ pe. They were dancing. So he denied, nahi yaar, ye wala nahi. The two fellows shooted the man on the spot. He died one day before his marriage. Another incident was one neighbor said to his neighbor, light chali gayi thi raat ke samay. This is from Delhi. So bole yaar light chali gayi. So he was fixing his wire from the pole. He said, hamara bhi kar do thoda. And the policeman said, after some time the man got so furious, he stabbed the person. Mar gaya wo. So silly cases like this are innumerable. So many of silly things going on around us, which shows 20-20 रुपए के लिए आदमी को ट्रेन से धक्का दे दे रहे हैं लोग. You might be knowing it from the newspapers. I need not mention. So point is, Bhagavatam is saying that this will be the problem that's happening. And then what are few more qualifications? The highlights of our qualities are here: Mandaha, Sumanda Matayoho, Manda Bhagya, and Upadritaha. So let's see them briefly. What is this Manda? Oh, Manda means lazy. Not lazy. Engineering students are super lazy. We can beat anyone in this. I think I told you about the story of my friend Munni, who was in first year, about his schedule from Friday to Sunday one. So that was one. And then even if you see normal household affairs, people, nowadays they don't want to cook. Even to have pure homemade food, they are so reluctant, just for their own survival. I don't want, I'll just go out. Saturday, Sunday, oh, घर में फरमान जारी हो जाता है, no cooking today. Saturday, Sunday means, weekend means no cooking day. We'll go out and we'll eat. And what we'll eat, we'll see after few slides. We don't read. Reading habit is almost zero. Like what we are accustomed to, खोल लिया mobile and then we are scrolling down. Whatever I want to know, I'll see a video, related video, I'll get. But Shankaracharya says that for students, reading comprises of 25% in the student life. if I'm not reading, I'm losing on the 25% part. Self-study, Swadhyaya is having its own advantage when it comes when we talk about a student in it. And then same end story I need not say. When you'll come back to hostel, you'll experience. At home, I don't know what's the scenario during exams, but in college and hostels, when semester comes, oh, semester aa raha hai, 1 month before it's announced. We'll see now. Semester aa raha hai, 3 weeks left. Okay, still 3 weeks. 2 weeks, 1 week, 5 days are left, 3 days are left, and then Mahoday will start his some seeing things. He'll get his notes copied from someone studious student. So laziness is steeped into our lifestyle. And not only this, after Mandaha, there is another thing. Okay, so before going to this, there is one more question. There are 4 options on your screen, and which one of them you think are most responsible to misguide humans? Which among these 4 are misguiding us the most? The best of all misguiders. It may seem tough to you, and it looks like it's tough for you because so far none of you, okay, one of you has voted for the correct answer, and I'll tell you how it's correct. Okay, 2 of you has given me the correct answer. 2 out of 15. Only 2 out of 15. Where are others? This seems interesting. No, still only 2 out of 15 has given the correct answer. Okay, let's see who else can make it. Okay, 3 of you have given the correct answer. Very nice. 4 of you are still left. Let's see. Come on. We want to finish it fast. Still only 3 people have answered it correctly. No, I'm waiting for 2 more. 2 more of your friends are left. Whoever is left, you can please hurry so that we can finish it off. Okay. Tick 1, tick 2, tick 2.5, and tick 3. We are ending the polls here. So only 3 out of 15 gave me the result which I was looking for. And this I want to share with you all. This is what most of you voted for: politicians and then friends. And 2 said for religious institutions, 3 said for advertisements. Now the answer is advertisements. And I'll tell you how. Do you know how many ads we see in a day on an average? Any idea how many things we see on an average every day? Any idea? You can put in the chat box. Rough estimation, a number of advertisements we see in a single day, an average person. I was reading somewhere, the data was, I forgot which report it was. It was 2,000 ads a day. They averaged out the viewer time on spent on internet, on different medias. And I was also guessing like this only, like you are saying, at this much or that much. But when I had 2,000, come on, man, that's enormous. And this is how the commercials brainwash us. It's all about brainwashing. Nowadays, it's all about money and how to make money. You brainwash people to believe in your product, and then they will do anything to get it. And then your business is flourishing. Like now there is something on your screen now. There is a photo. And you know, this is not a random painting which I copied just from anywhere else. I was reading this report by Stanford School of Medicine, and it was on tobacco industry. And these are one of the very first advertisements, how they popularized cigarettes. They invented it in I think early 1900s. And to popularize the cigarettes, they used doctors as advocates of this cigarette. and the scientific researches were made. You see this one. This cigarette, it says that we have tested it on your throat, and no other cigarette in the market has such a soothing effect on your throat. So please go ahead with it. Please have it. Enjoy life. You know, they used to advertise how nice it would be when you'll see your breath coming out with smoke. How happy you'll be, how cool you will appear. So this is how this deadly thing was promoted, and we all accepted it as a status symbol. It started from there, and now you see the fact. Tobacco industry, on an average, they are spending around 18 billion US dollars annually, not on production, but on advertisements, on brainwashing people. Many leave smoking, many quit smoking, but then there are a whole new lot of new customers, the teenagers, those who are into budding stage of their youth. They brainwash them, they show it to them, and advertisements are brainwashing us all. Like close up, you have used, I'm sure. Close up advertisement when we used to watch, I this is my personal thing. So I used to think, अरे भाई इस पेस्ट में कुछ तो अलग है, because there are glitters in it. In the TV they are showing, and some nice fragrances also there, I heard from my friends. So I purchased it once, but nothing happened as they were showing in the TV. In the TV it was shown that the guy, he uses the paste, and then all around him there are girls, and a girl comes in flying, and now they are together in a relationship. Nothing of that sort happened with me. I am quite sure nothing of that similar thing. I'm not expecting it happening with any one of the users of Close Up. Still, the ad gives us the impression, without this, your life is incomplete. You must get this. You must have this. So this is how we are programmed, sort of, into using these things. So we are shown the things which they want to see us, and we are feeded with data which they want us to believe on. And that's what Bhagavatam already said, that it's Sumanda Matayo. We are misguided at many fronts. Like, you remember the point of from where man came from apes. I believed that. I read it in my textbook. I sketched, वो biology teacher देती है ना exercise, वो diagram बना के लाना भाई ये लोग. So Hagel's diagram was there, how species evolved from single cell and different embryos are there in womb, if you remember. मैं अपने हाथों से बनाया हूँ. I was taught that Darwin's theory of evolution was correct, and each one of the things which I and my other colleagues which studied in our schools, it was fake. It was proved way back early in 1960-70 that it's a theory. It's not been proved. Still, it is going on in some textbooks. So this is how we are misguided. And Bhagavatam is pointing out that this will happen more and more. It will happen. It will increase as Kali Yuga increases. And then how we are unlucky. Mandabhagya. Many incidents are there. First thing is, if we consider it, Are bhai, we are making advancement. आकाश के चांद सितारे छू लिए हैं हमने. But what heights we have achieved? Bhagavatam says that previously they used to have silver jewelry, golden ornaments. Nowadays, what people wear? Glass, plastic, some imitation, cheap imitation things. क्यों? पैसा नहीं है. और पैसा है तो we are fearful. अरे कोई छुड़ा ना ले. Chain snatching is at its peak. And after that also, our advancement is that after having all this advancement, imitation jewelry, this, that, separated families, we don't have a single moment of mind peace. We are so disturbed. Separated families, why I brought the point in Bhagavatam one particular, मेरे को ये पढ़ के थोड़ा समझ में आया कि हाँ यार भाई, लॉजिकल बात तो है. It was in that shloka, it was written that in Kali Yuga, family members will become moros. Why? Because different members of the family, they'll be separated. पिताजी कहीं और होंगे, earning his, working in his job, earning his livelihood. Son will be somewhere else, like we are. At present, we are at home, but when we are in hostel, like we are separated from the family. Then afterwards, we will get a job. we are in some other city, parents are in some other city, so it's like separated and it's already mentioned. और उससे भी ज्यादा मजेदार चीज तो ये है. And now there is few more thing which I would like to know from you just before we launch into that. Oh, looks like I have a problem here. Just a minute, please bear with me. My poll. Okay, I would like to ask a question, but somehow my poll is not working. Sorry for interruption. Just give me a minute. I'm attending to this. What happened? Okay, here we go. So the question to you is on your eating, and here's the question on your screen. So there are two questions. I would like to know what are your responses to this. गाय का देश मतलब किसी भी गाय का शुद्ध दूध मिलता है क्या आप लोग? In your locality you are getting it? हम लोग क्या मिलता था? My father used to have a cow, but when I was like in school, so like very I after that I forgot when I last time I tasted this pure cow milk. Okay, I'm getting your responses. Waiting for few more. 4-5 लोग और बचे हैं. देखते हैं कितनों के पास खाने का सामान उपलब्ध है शुद्ध मात्रा में. Okay, so most of you are saying that cow's milk, pure cow milk is not available in our locality. केवल 4 लोग, 4 of you are saying that it's there. Remaining everyone has said that it's not available, and same thing goes with me. In my locality, even in my city, condition is that अगर आप अपनी आंखों के सामने in front of your eyes, if you are getting the cow milk, then it's pure. Otherwise, what the hell they are going to mix in it, you cannot imagine. And quality of the food items, why I asked this question, I'll show you now. Some of the shocking things which I collected. This is number 1. When we have fast food with us, their salad is served. So most of the time it's very crispy, you know. Especially this goes true in metros. Even though it will not look very green, the crispiness will be there, crunchiness will be there. And the study showed that it is because of a chemical which they use, and that's propylene glycol. It is an active ingredient of anti-freezing agent जो हम लोग इंजन में यूज करते हैं. So what we are eating is already used in our automobiles to protect it from freezing. It's an anti-freeze. It's not made for this machine. It's made for some other machine. And this reputed magazine, Scientific American, they showed it. Fun fact that our forefathers, the type of oranges which they were using, although orange of a 20th century and 21st century, देखने में same लग सकता है. अरे ये भी तो संतरा है, ये भी संतरा है. But if we were to eat 8 oranges, then we will get the amount of nutrition, amount of vitamin A specifically, which they will get from 1. मतलब उनका एक संतरा हमारे 8 संतरों के बराबर है. So this is what our condition is. This is how we are mandbhagya, unlucky. Okay, we are flying in the sky. We have touched the heights of the sky, but basic eating, basic fooding thing, there is no pure water to drink. Cow's ghee, forget about eating. People have not smelt it. And this is what we are eating. So Bhagavatam has already pointed out these things. And then Upadrataha, disturbed. So I need not say, you already pointed out the mental health problems prevalent, the issues which people face in their family, with their friends, in their relationships. and other things. How many distractions are there? So the bottom line is that all these problems are, because problems are there, then there should be solutions also. Because if scriptures describe only about problems, that's not fair. There should be some solutions as well. So one of the thing is, when we disconnect ourselves with spirituality, with genuine spiritual practices, these are the things which happen with us in our life. Now, few more incidences. These are, you may not believe it, this is of American photographer. Year is 1903, and he came to India for a visit and he took this photo. These are the Kashmir giants. They are guards of Delhi Darbar, and they are, acha, who can guess what is their height? Two guards are there. Can you guess what is their height roughly? देखते हैं किसका तुक्का सही बैठता है. Okay. Nilad is at 8 feet, one is saying 10 feet. Okay, one is 9 feet. अरे इतने भी भयानक नहीं है यार ये लोग, 10 feet तक तो नहीं है. Their actual height was, the man was 5.6 and these are 7.9 inches. Their means around 8 feet, sorry. So this was the case just 100 years before. And I'm from Gwalior, so in museum there, 1857 revolt happened. So Jhansi ki Rani Lakshmi Bai. So Rani Lakshmi Bai, when there was this revolt of 1857, the soldiers which took part in that revolt, the average height of the soldiers was 7 foot. There's a diorama show in the museum from where I came to know about this, and I was shocked. 7 foot, come on man. 5.5 हाइट किसी की, मतलब 5 फुट 6 इंच अगर आज की डेट में किसी की हो जाए हाइट, people feel like, oh, अच्छा खासा हाइट हो गया है, but they were like 7 foot average, and I couldn't imagine. And why I'm telling all these things? Because in Bhagavatam again there is something about this height. The verse which I'm going to show you now, yeah, this one. This verse says that there are few characteristics which will decrease in Kali Yuga. One is physical strength, height, and cleanliness. So that this is what is why I showed the picture was for this reason, to practically see that it is happening. Nowadays our average height is like 5.5 हो जाए तो बहुत है. That time it was 7, just 150 years before. Cleanliness I need not mention. We in NIT when we were there, लोग बाग 21 दिन में 20 दिन में अगर नहा लें, so it was a great thing. In our hostel we used to see पानी बचाते थे लोग, in a weekly once they will bath, और ragging के समय तो then it goes for months also. कपड़े धोना, oh we wear jeans, no, jeans को तो महीने में एक बार थोड़ा पानी की शक्ल दिखा दी तो साफ हो जाती है वो. So this is our standards and what it was before. And then this is very interesting. Well, this verse says Janmachara Gunodaya. So what if someone is having Vittam eva Kalau Nirnam, if someone is very rich in Kali Yuga, people will respect him. Doesn't matter how debauchy he is in his character, how fallen, how degraded he is in his habits. No, if he is rich, bhaiya paisa hai, paise wala hai, and people respect him. And justice will be given out. It is said in this third line, Dharma Nyaya Vyavasthayam. If someone is having power, bolte na, jiski lathi uski bhais. Might is right. So if someone is having power with him, he will get the justice. He'll get judgment in his favor. That's what goes on. 4 crore pending cases are there in courts of India. And why they are lingering around? Because not because of incompetent authorities, because of this. As soon as one step into it, one need to pay the money of the advocate, and then the judgment goes on, the case sees tariq pe tariq, and it just continues. So why we went through all this? Reason was that there are problems in life. We need not invent them. We need not increase them. And we discussed that Vedas are like instruction manuals, user manual, user guide. They tell us, okay, these are your problems, and this is how you can get out of them. So this till this point, till this part of the our presentation, it dealt with how scriptures are very accurately describing our problems. And now after getting this feel that yeah, it actually knows what's happening in my life. So then I should be asking, okay, then what is the solution? Can scriptures help me in getting a solution? Is there a solution also available there? What scripture has to say about it? So this is regarding sound. The solution comes in form of sound. The mantras are also like we were reading the mantras only. So it's sound, and this acoustic arrangement plays a very important role. We'll see how. So what is the power of sound? There is a furniture company, world's largest furniture company, IKEA. They conducted an experiment. They went to a school. It was in, I think, Saudi, and it came in paper also. This is like from 2018. What they did, they took two plants, okay, plant A and plant B, and to test whether the vibrations which we are emitting, the sound waves, are they having any effect on the two plants. So they identical looking plant, same amount of light is given, same amount of water is being given. Only difference is students are told to compliment this plant A, and they said कि ये जो B वाला plant है ना, इसको गाली दो, इसको बुरा भला बोलो. You say all the nasty, dirty things to him. Okay, so the students did it. The experiment went on for quite a few days, and the findings were, जिस पौधे को तारीफ की गई थी, the one who was complimented, the plant was very healthy, beaming with joy, like it was doing. And the one जिसको बोला अरे तुम तो धरती का बोझ हो, निकम्बे हो, कहाँ से तुम पौधे बन गए, अरे मरो तुम, हटो यहाँ से. So the one who was insulted like this, वो मुरझाया हुआ था. And this came in newspapers. They covered it in on media, that this is the impact which sound has on plants. Then when plants are affected by sound to such a degree, इंसानों के बारे में क्या बोला सर? How much we should be affected by this sound. So Vedas give us the solution in form of this sound. Technically it's called mantra. So these mantras, the word mantra, it comprises of two words, man and tra. So man, आप सभी लोग जानते हैं, man means what? Man means mind. And tra, the definition of mantra goes, manah trayate iti mantraha. One, the combination of sound which delivers the mind from all its anxieties, negativities, negative emotions, depression, stress, this, that, whatever nasty things are feeded here due to bad association or because of some other situation in life. Mantra removes all the toxic things from within. It purifies the mind. So if we want to have mental purification, this is what scriptures recommend, and this is what holds the answer to many of our day-to-day problems of life. Whether I'm a student, whether I'm a professional, I'm a housewife, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter from which country I belong to, doesn't matter which caste I belong to, which religion I'm following. This is scientific, and they have done quite a number of experiments on this Vedic mantras. So one of them I'll be showing to you now. Just let me see, take out the video. Indranil, I think there is a problem sharing the screen. Can you help us out in this? Indranil, you are there? I'm unable to share my screen. I would just like to tell that we are in the last part of our presentation, today's presentation. So till this point, if you have any point, anything to say, any clarification if you need, then you can go ahead, unmute yourself or use the chat box. Meanwhile, I'm looking into this. I just want to wrap up the session with this last video, with the solution part. What is the power of mantras? Indranil, you are there? Looks like you have lost your connection. Okay, so I think today it's getting difficult for us to do this. So maybe in our next session, I'll be showing you the video. And so today's session has come to an end. We'll wrap it up here at this point. Thank you all very much for joining. And now the dice is all yours. If you have anything to say, you can go ahead. Indranil, you have come. I'm getting some problem with this screen sharing. Can you help me out in this?
Yeah, please. Are you unable to share? Okay.
Yeah, I'm unable to share.
Okay, now it's fine, so I think.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our wait is over. Here comes the video. I think so. Okay, just a minute. Let me set this up. Here we go.
The Vedas, however, are not as well known for presenting historical and scientific knowledge as they are for expounding subtle sciences, such as the power of mantras. We all recognize the power of sound itself by its effects, which can be quite dramatic. Here, a high-pitched frequency shatters a drinking glass. So, we can easily understand that loud sounds can produce substantial reactions. It is commonly believed that mantras can carry hidden power, which can in turn produce profound effects. The ancient Vedic literatures are full of descriptions of weapons being called by mantra. For example, many weapons were invoked by mantra during the epic Kurukshetra war, wherein the Bhagavad Gita itself was spoken. The ancient deployment of Brahmastra weapons, equivalent to modern-day nuclear weapons, are described throughout the Vedic literatures. Additionally, mantras carry hidden spiritual power which can produce significant benefits when chanted properly. Indeed, the Vedas themselves are sound vibrations in literary form and carry a profound message. Spiritual disciplines recommend meditational practices such as silent meditation, silent recitation of mantras, and also the verbal repetition of specific mantras out loud. A clinical test of the benefits of mantra chanting was performed on 3 groups of 62 subjects, males and females of average age 25. They chanted the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra 25 minutes each day under strict clinical supervision. Results showed that regular chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra reduces stress and depression and helps reduce bad habits and addictions. These results formed a PhD thesis at Florida State University.
So this was research done in Florida State University, and from there we got this video. So what exactly this mantra is, how I can use its power in my daily life to solve my problems. All these things, all these questions will be answered in our future sessions. So thank you very much for joining. We'll see you all in our next. Indranil, you can go ahead with your announcements if there are any.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. Such an amazing session, and this was the end was also very special, where you introduced this power of mantra actually. So I request all the participants, if they have any questions, any doubts, they can answer. As I told, this mantra part will be answered in the next session with more details. Yeah. Apart from that, any other questions anyone has, you can please you can unmute yourself, or you can, if you want, you can type in the chat box. Sir is there with us for another 2 to 3 minutes. So you can go ahead and ask any questions if you have. Yeah. Okay, no questions. It means that you understood everything or nothing. Yeah, that is what no questions mean generally. So okay, maybe we'll send a quiz link to all of you to test your knowledge. Yeah, and so that you can have some practical application, as sir is mentioning in all these sessions. Okay, so you can just, if not any questions, I want all of you to type something at least in the chat box. I want to type that how are you what are you experiencing in the sessions, like how are you feeling, are they helpful to you or not, are they amazing, are they great, or how actually. You can type in the chat box. That would be inspiring for all of us actually. You can type your experience about the session at least in the chat box. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Amya is telling amazing, Niladri great, and we have okay, yeah. Shruti is saying great sessions, great and entertaining. Shruti is telling, yeah. Okay, so thank you all. I think our next session will be on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday evening we'll have the next session, and we'll inform you on that. And please don't miss those sessions. And you can inform your friends as well, right? You have so many friends whom they have registered. Just inform them, even if they have not registered. Just tell them. We can have for them also. Just invite them to this, because just if you get anything good, you just like to share naturally, like. So you are getting such immensely benefited by these sessions. And in the future, you're going to get a really practical tool, which you can actually apply all these principles which you are learning. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And if you whatever you feel like, you can reply to me regarding the sessions, whatever you can personally tell me also. Yeah. And so that is what I was telling. See, you are going to get a practical tool, for meditation in the next session actually. And so when we are getting so many nice things, why don't we invite our friends? You can share the link with your friends also, and so that they can also join. We don't have any problem as such, because this course is free, and we want as many people to get benefited. In fact, we are calling all of you also, so please come and attend actually. So it's really to your benefit, and we have sir is also a very accomplished man, and he's giving so much of his time and energy for explaining all these things to us. So it's really worthy if if some of your friends can also join with us. It would really be helpful for them and for you also. Okay, so do stick on with us. Please attend the next sessions also. It is on Saturday, the next session, at around 6:30. I will inform you the timings. Okay. So okay, so I will post the quiz links. And finally, I would like to thank sir, which is an amazing session, and thank all of you, for your active participation. Yeah. Okay. So we'll end the session here. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Yeah.